Nicola, my son, is it another headache? Another light flash? It will pass. It always does.
Before we were interrupted, we were talking about...
I know, but I wanted you to see my phone. Moving the commutator and allowing the alternating current to flow is the only way to make it completely black. This will allow mankind to harness this power in a whole new way.
I'm sorry to have destroyed your prototype, Mr. Tesla, but it's obvious you're working outside the known laws of physics, and who knows what else.
Professor, this is a discovery of monumental proportion. I can't explain it yet, but it will change everything we know.
No, you cannot work here. That's fine.
Is this the place where it began? Or is this the place where it ended? Let the observer be the judge. Nicola, my son, is it another headache? Another light flash? It will pass. It always does. You are still in mourning for your brother Dane. Maybe a little. Oh, my son, I worry for you. You survived the cholera. You are strong, but still I worry. Don't worry, Papa. I'll be fine. I have a new invention. You will never stop. Well, when you are older, I've made plans to send you to Austrian Polytechnic. Really, Papa? Really? Yes, my son, really. I'll make you proud. I know I will. I'll make you proud. I'm already proud of you, my son. I left the town where I gained formal schooling. My teachers, to this day, are still in awe that I could perform integral calculus in my head, and that I finished school a year early. Maybe I was too much of a challenge, and they let me go quickly. Who's to say? I'm off to Austrian Polytechnic. I will be there a few months, then disappear for a year. My friends will think I've drowned. My poor family will think I've had a nervous breakdown. The truth is far more shocking than either explanation. Graz. I'm finally here. The second largest city in Austria. Surely with its 6 universities, I can learn much. And if it was good enough for Johann Kepler, I think it will be good enough for me. While the grand dynamo is fine for direct current, I feel removing the commutator and allowing the alternating current to flow is the only way to make it completely bright.
While your performance in class is excellent, bordering on exceptional, your wild theories and, shall I say, mad ideas will most assuredly get you in a world of trouble. I suggest you stick with the known facts of those that have gone before us, and try not to delude yourself with your fanciful suppositions.
Now, before we were interrupted, we were talking about Gauss and his electromechanical telegraph experiments with Wilhelm Weber.
After the dressing down I received, I prevailed upon the professor to meet me after class, so I could explain myself and my work more clearly. Little did I know where the path would lead that I was taking. Little did I know. Thank you for meeting me, Professor. Mr. Tesla, I think I made it plain in class what I think of your theories. You're a smart man, a good man, but sadly deluded, and I really think... I know, but I wanted you to see my prototype. I know it will revolutionize the way we think about electricity. If my calculations prove correct, this will allow mankind to harness this power in a whole new way. The possibilities are limitless. Mr. Tesla, you must be careful of what you say. Your ideas are interesting, I'll grant you, but these are radical ideas far outside the mainstream thinking on the subject. You run the risk of making yourself a laughing stock. You'll be ridiculed. No one will let you into their classroom, much less finance these preposterous theories. But if you insist on continuing your research, I can't stop you. And if you need a workshop, you may use my basement laboratory. It's cluttered, but you're welcome to it. Thank you, Professor. Thank you. You won't be disappointed, I assure you. We'll see, young man. We'll see. During the next few months, thanks to my professor's gracious loan of his basement storeroom, my research went on at a fast pace. The device was going to work, just as I had formulated it in my mind. The prototype was enlarged and improved upon and was very practical. It was during the last week of full voltage load tests that the unexpected happened. It was when I inadvertently reversed the phase to the secondary supply. I couldn't believe my eyes. The device had levitated into the air. It was just floating in space. It was horrifying and fascinating at the same time. But an even greater shock was in store for me as I was lowering the phase pulse. My world stood still. Once again, I could not believe my eyes. It had become invisible. I didn't fully grasp the implications of what I had seen, but surely it required further investigations. My experiments continued for the next few weeks. I discovered that a great amount of power wasn't what was important, but the regulation and phase-altering proportion were what created the amazing properties. But there was one problem.
Mr. Tesla? Mr. Tesla, are you all right? I'm sorry to have destroyed your prototype, Mr. Tesla, but it's obvious you are working outside the known laws of physics, and who knows what else.
Professor, this is a discovery of monumental proportion. I can't explain it yet, but it will change everything we know.
No, you cannot work here. That's final.
While the Grand Dynamo is fine for direct current, I feel removing the commutator and allowing the alternating current.
Mr. Tesla, your wild theories and, shall I say, mad ideas will most assuredly get you in a world of trouble.
This will allow mankind to harness this power in a whole new way. But these are radical ideas, far outside the mainstream thinking on the subject. Dear Nicola, your mother and I hope you are doing well. It's been many weeks since I last wrote you. I hope your studies are good and you are able to learn and understand. I regret and am ashamed to tell you that we can no longer send money for your expenses. Maybe you can find. Please forgive me, my son. We love you.
Mr. Tesla? Mr. Tesla, are you all right?
Oh, what a dream. But that's not what happened, was it?
Guten Abend, Nicola.
Oh, Friedrich, it's you.
Sorry to wake you. The professor wanted me to bring your books and papers from class to you.
Please excuse the mess. I had to store my equipment here. I guess I'm persona non grata around the Institute.
Well, it looks like it. The professor was boiling mad. Just what did you do?
I'm still not sure. All I know is I'm on to something. But I'm not sure what. I thought I was working on one theory, but it kind of blew up. Now I'm not sure where I stand.
Well, I'm sure you'll figure it out. But I still think you're crazy. You spun the wheel, and you took your chance. They can't fault you for that.
Looks like they have, my friend.
What will you do?
I have to find a place to work. but money will be tight. In fact, I'm close to being broke.
I haven't much, but I could loan you some.
No, I'll figure something out.
Well, if you need anything.
Thank you, my friend. I'll be all right. Thank you. Friedrich was a good friend. I didn't have to wonder what the rest thought of me, if my only friend thought I was crazy. Oh well. But it was the dream that troubled me. I was riding a much larger version of my prototype. Was such a thing possible? If I could dream it, could I build it? I guess I could. I had done it before with other inventions. But I had to get money if I was to continue. But where? What did Friedrich say?
You spun the wheel, and you took your chance. They can't fault you for that.
The game of chance. That was the answer. The Royal Casino in Graz. It was famous and infamous for its corruption. Many a baron or wealthy nobleman went in only to come out a pauper. Any other casino with such a reputation would be shut down in short order. But since the government secretly backed the establishment, that wasn't going to happen anytime soon. But how could I ensure my success? It was a variation on my invention from childhood that would help. Sympathetic resonance, the phenomenon wherein a formerly passive body reacts to external vibration, which make it respond or vibrate to your command. My childhood experiments with sympathetic vibration at the ruins near my home, while not scientific, were nonetheless successful, causing a mild earthquake. My father, on the other hand, was none too sympathetic. Maybe reversing that effect.
Ladies and gentlemen, place your bets, place your bet.
Sensing a vibration, say the secret command of the roulette wheel's dealer, and then sending out an opposing vibration to make the wheel stop where you want it to stop.
Sans Cruz, no winner, sorry, maybe next time.
Now that might change the odds in my favor. If I kept my winnings small enough as to not draw undue attention, I just might win enough to keep my research afloat. The time had come to test my theory. Using parts I already had, I redesigned my sympathetic vibration device. It was now much smaller and easy to conceal. I was feeling confident, and a sense of joy was slowly growing in me. I called my redesigned invention the Joy Buzzer. I don't know why, but somehow it seemed to fit. I'll admit I was fearful of being caught. I was dealing with a long-established criminal enterprise, and if I was discovered, the full weight of the Austrian government would surely come down on me. I would either walk away able to continue my research, or I would certainly rot in some long-forgotten cell in some dreary Austrian prison. It was as simple as that. Upon entering the casino, I was awestruck. The opulence, the color, the people. Surely this was a place of false hope, impossible dreams, and ruined lives. Would I be one of them? I felt all eyes were on me, some friendly and some not so friendly. Did they secretly know of my crazy scheme? Maybe she would give me luck. There was something familiar about her, but I couldn't...
Place your bets, place your bets.
Oh well, no distractions for me. I would test the buzzer with a few small bets just to see if it would work correct. The wheel spun. The buzzer sensed the vibration pulse sent to the wheel by the unscrupulous dealer.
Sans Cruz, no winner, sorry, maybe next time.
At last, I knew it would work. Now, the ultimate test. Another bet, a little larger. The wheel spun. The pulse. The counter pulse. And it was a success.
Ah, we have a winner. How unusual. I mean, how wonderful. Yes, wonderful. How
Now,
lucky you are.
if I wasn't
Yes,
found out,
sir. Very
my work
lucky.
could continue. I continued a while longer, losing some and winning some more.
And again, how lucky you are. Yes, kind sir. Very lucky. Oh, yes.
I could feel my excitement building, and I promised I would come again, find an honest game, and try my luck.
Congratulations. Very lucky, sir.
As I left the casino, my pockets filled with florins, I was pretty confident I had drawn undue attention to my winning.
Lucky number, lucky number.
Pretty confident.
Round she goes, round she goes. No one knows where she stops.
My adventures at the casino had gone well. When I saw the notice posted at the boarding house, I thought the timing was very fortunate. I corresponded with the proper parties and arranged a meeting to look at the building.
Oh, Mr. Tesla, I presume?
Why, yes.
Just call me Willoughby. Willoughby, if you don't mind.
Very well. Is this the building mentioned in the notice?
That it is, sir. That it is. And if it's to your liking and your silver's good, I'm entrusted by my associate to lease it to you for up to 2 years.
I'm prepared to take possession right away if it is suitable to my needs.
Blast those pigeons. Always making a mess. I'll clear 'em out, sir.
Ah, no. I've always liked them for some reason. They're fine.
Well, then you take a good look around, sir, and take your time. It's a bit of a mess, as I said, but that can be cleared up in jig time if you get my meaning, sir.
Might I inquire about your associate?
Well, sir, he prefers to remain anonymous, if you take my meaning. Bit of a stickler on that point, sir, and no mistake.
Well, it's not important. I like it, Willoughby. I'll take it. It's perfect. Just perfect.
Very good, sir. I knew you would like it, sir. Just a feeling I had, and no lie. Just a feeling. And I'll be happy to come by from time to time just to keep an eye on things, if you know what I mean.
Thank you. Very good. Having procured the warehouse with my gambling winnings, I began in earnest to recreate the original device, now on a much larger scale. Using my original notes and my dream as a guide. The work proceeded smoothly over the course of 4 weeks. It was no longer a dream, it was a reality. Whether or not it would perform like the previous version in my professor's basement was certainly in doubt. And would it end like my dream in a fiery explosion and death?
That was the bigger question. I would engage the flying capabilities first. The invisibility aspect of my device filled me with a palpable fear, and that I would postpone for later experimentation. I confined my early tests to inside the warehouse, partly to avoid prying eyes and unforeseen disasters. Learning to fly the device was much harder than I anticipated. The controls proved to be very touchy. I needed to continually make adjustments, as I was to learn the proper balance of power and phase pulse were of utmost importance. I trusted in the fact that most of the people who saw me wouldn't believe their eyes. Surely the sight was just too fantastic to believe. I couldn't quite believe it myself. So my inadvertent flight outdoors may not have been a problem. Or so I thought.
Mr. Tesla,
What?
we must talk.
What is the meaning of this? Who are you?
I must apologize, Mr. Tesla, for the abruptness of this meeting, but I must talk to you. It's of great importance, at least to me.
Well, I don't know. You do look vaguely familiar.
I must confess, I have secretly been following you and observing your work from afar. When I heard about you, your amazing insights, and your experiments, I was more than intrigued. If you permit me, I'll explain.
Very well. Tell me what you have to say.
I call myself Ephras. And forgive me, but I must begin our conversation with a short history lesson. Surely you've heard of the ancient library of Alexandria? Yes, we studied a bit about it in Egypt very long ago. It was begun during the reign of Ptolemy II in the 3rd century BC. There he decreed all the knowledge of the ancient world would be gathered, collected, and transcribed for all mankind to study.
Salid, my trusted friend, I want you to build the world's greatest library. Spare no expense. Make it so large it can contain the knowledge from all the world. I want all people to be able to see and know all there is to be known. I charge you with this project. You must not fail me.
It was said that more than 500,000 books and papers filled its shelves during its lifetime. The wisdom of King Solomon, the Mesopotamian, the Sumerian, Babylonian, and Greek empires, all the philosophy, all the literature and inventions were there. The scribes were charged with translating and transcribing the documents and making them available to the patrons who were coming from all over the world. The most knowledgeable of the scribes from time to time discovered documents and papers with ideas and inventions that made no sense. They seemed completely foreign and inscrutable and possibly forbidden. The chief scribe secretly ordered duplicates made of the more intriguing of these special documents, and when the time was right, or was it his fear of being caught, he launched his bold plan.
It is you, Sarif.
Don't be afraid, Mawa. That's why we work only at night. What do you have?
I think I have another very special document.
Let's see.
It makes no sense. It speaks of an energy, like a fire, that can be controlled. It can be collected from the air, from water, and by shaping metals in certain ways and in fashion, it can even alter the...
Oh, thank you, my friend. But I can trust no one, and this is surely too important to be left in the hands of fools. And so certain documents were saved and hidden from the world. The fire that destroyed the great library was simply a cover-up, a way of making it look like everything was destroyed and thus forgotten. But you see, certain papers and scrolls have survived through the ages. They were translated and studied by many select scholars. As civilization and technology caught up, the papers were again shown to certain people, and great discoveries were made, or shall we say, rediscoveries were made. But this document was unique and very, very troubling. Through the centuries, to my knowledge, it has been translated and studied exhaustively, but no one has been able to decode its meaning. And so, I come to you, Mr. Tesla. I have observed great things from you, and I think you just might be able to make sense of it.
I guess I should be flattered. That is, if I believe your story. And how you have come to possess whatever this document is,
Oh, I understand there are many, shall we say, unbelievable aspects to my tale, for sure. But believe me, I know whereof I speak. And once again, forgive me, but as I observed your experiments, Passages in this volume seemed to make some kind of sense. It became more clear. And please forgive my observation. What you have here is a magic carpet. Well, yes, I think you're right in a sense. I'm already thinking of designing a newer version which will allow for travel in a very unique... Mr. Tesla, let me be more clear. Or, as the Latin translation put it, a time carpet. Well, a fanciful name you have given it, maybe yes, but I don't think when you first experimented in your professor's laboratory, the device disappeared. It didn't just disappear. It traveled through time. What? What are you saying? It can't be.
As I write you my report, Lord Carnarvon, it's been 5 months and 16 days into the excavation. Each day the work progresses. It's slow, but we're making headway. The workers are doing an admirable job, considering the conditions. We're into the second chamber, and all signs point to the fact that we're on the right track. I can feel the Boy King's presence in this place. It is day 6 of our exploration of the second chamber. All is going well. I'm examining the latest cartouche found in the chamber.
Carter!
What is it, Akeem?
It's Salah! He's fallen through the chamber! The floor gave way! He's been crushed!
Oh my, this is horrible! There was no sign of a chamber below. That's impossible.
The laborers are bringing the body up.
Oh, this is horrible. We'll notify the family right away.
Oh, Hakim, send the workers home. Let them take the day off. This is horrible. Just horrible. I'm going to see this chamber myself.
Then I will go with you.
No, Hakim, you must not go.
We have come too far, Kata, to let death turn us back, my friend.
Very well, then. We will go together. Very, very odd. I don't want to. Yes. Huh. This is amazing, Hakim. No artifacts of any kind. Very, very odd. I don't think the boy king will be found here.
Maybe it's been plundered by grave robbers.
Hard to believe it was so well hidden. The room seems to be an antechamber of some sort. But nothing points to any doorways. No obvious levers or sign of a hidden release catch. Very, very odd. I don't want to. Yes. And what's this? These hieroglyphs are very odd. There are references that I have never seen before in any of the ancient scrolls, for sure. And this, it seems to point to a different dynasty altogether than what I was expecting. It can't be Ptolemy. Not Ptolemy II. It's very odd. Careful, Hakim, careful!
Oh, what is this? Can you see anything? It appears empty.
No, I see something. Let's enter carefully, Hakim.
After you, Carter.
What have we here?
I think it's like nothing we've seen before.
Put the torch down over there, Hakim. Let's remove the shroud.
What is it?
I have no idea. But the world must never know of this.